Rembo. What's up, shop dog? What do you say we get started, buddy? Let's do this thing. Hey guys, we're back, and today is a massive day in the shop. Today is the day we mount the 54s on that Unimog back there. I can't wait to see how it goes. The thing is gonna be a beast. Stay tuned. We got Rembo here, and he's just as excited as me. Right, Bubba? Yeah, Bubba. All right, guys, so we're just about ready. We have the 54s here. This one is gonna go right there. That guy is gonna go on the other side, and the plan is to do the front first. Well, guys, it happened. We got an off-road recovery. So we were just about to jack this Unimog up and get these tires on, but we got a call out. There's a car stuck at the head of the Metolius. It sounds like they're off the road in a ditch. We got to go get them out. We'll put this Unimog on hold, but we will get these tires mounted, I swear. You want to go pull somebody out of a ditch? You want to come along? All right, let's get ready, Bubba. Yeah. Shoo, all right, we are back from that recovery. It was pretty epic. It took a really, really long time. The sun is going down right now, but we're back in the shop and nothing's gonna stop us from mounting these 54s on this Unimog today. Here we go. So this is what we're working with. One 12-ton bottle jack for this massive Unimog. Here, let me back up, give you guys a reference of how little that bottle jack is. So it's for sure going to be a process with this little jack and this big truck, especially with the portal axles. So that axle sits 4 inches higher than a regular standard axle. So what we're probably going to do is have to, jack it up sequentially, jack up this side, put it on jacks, jack up that side, put it on jacks, and just kind of keep on going up. So we're just going to take it easy. We're going to jack this baby up nice and slow, and eventually get that wheel high enough to take that tire.
How's it going down here?
Well, it's pretty sketch. You want to get in here and see what it's looking like? So we're just lifting it a little bit at a time because we really don't have the right tools, but we're making it work. But yeah, a little bit sketchy. But that's kind of how we do it here. On a dirt floor with a bunch of rotten wood and a 12,000 pound Unimog right above me. That's what life insurance is for, right? I think we still got a long way to go. What we could always do too is we could always dig a hole. I don't really want to do that though.
Yeah.
Not even close. You can just tell by looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
We got about another foot to go up. So, yeah. This, there. We got about another 12 to 14 inches to go. right, well, back to it. All right, so this is the current state of the Mog. I am now remembering a bunch of things, and from what I remember, at this particular time, these stands are not tall enough to actually jack this up enough for that tire. Because we've had this tire on before with these wheels, and I remember I needed a bunch of logs underneath here, which we don't have anymore. So right now, we're gonna call it a night. We got the Unimog up. It's sitting on jack stands. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have to cut a couple of logs just wide enough to fit underneath both of those stands so we can raise this Unimog about another 8 inches. Yeah, this thing is brutal to work on. All our tools fit perfectly underneath that Land Rover and the Land Cruiser. But this Unimog is just such a beast. And those 54s are just so big that we need extra beefy tools. So, stay tuned. Unimog's getting done tomorrow, not today. All right, guys, good morning. It's another day in the shop. Last night we left off realizing and then remembering that those jacks we have don't raise the Unimog high enough to accept the 54s. We have mounted one 54 before and then realized that those wheels aren't gonna work. So what we need to do is whip out the chainsaw, cut some logs, and throw them underneath those stands. Let's get started. All right, we have these 2 logs that are gonna go under those 2 jack stands. Are they too small? Yes, they're entirely too narrow. Do we care? No, we do not. We're gonna mount these tires today. All right, guys, I'm gonna bring you in for a little close-up of what we got going on. So yeah, this definitely is not an ideal situation. That log is entirely too small for that jack. Same over here. You got it overhanging over here. These 2 little pieces right here are cracked and broken and rotted out. But every once in a while, you gotta kind of man up and do something a little redneck to get the job done with the tools you got. And that's exactly what we're doing, guys. Don't advise any of this. Y'all are probably gonna hate me on this, but I really don't care because we're getting it done with what we got. And in about 20 minutes, those are gonna be mounted. So stay tuned. All right, we made it. That should be just perfect. and that side is about an inch higher than we even need it to. So we are good to go. If we need to just dig slightly under there to get that tire a little bit lower, we can do it. But yeah, it doesn't really get any sketchier than this. That stand is maxed out and the whole Unimog is like on an angle like this. So that's putting a lot of forward pressure on those points. So I don't really want to spend too much more time underneath it, but holy heck, let's do it. Come on, guys, let's go. All right, guys, we've got some trouble in paradise here. We can't mount the second tire just yet because of this. The step to get into the truck. It's yeah, just not cutting it. So we're gonna have to go underneath this thing and get behind up inside that frame and take this baby off before we proceed. Sketchiness for sure. Sketchiness. All right, we got the step out. It for sure was a pain, but we are ready. Let's do it. Let's mount this front tire. Front two mounted. All right, guys, so here you have it. Front two tires mounted. Holy heck. That thing is looking like a true beast. Just looking at this, we're for sure gonna have to lift this cab or at least get a little more lift out of the suspension, but it'll sit, and that's what's important. As long as it can sit without fouling or without rubbing or anything, we can work on it. All right, guys, we got the two front wheels mounted. They look incredible. I can't wait to get the last two on there and show you guys the full picture. Anyway, it's lunchtime, it's noon, and we haven't eaten or drank anything all day. So I will see you guys in about an hour. All right, it's an hour later. We're fueled, we're caffeinated, we're ready to roll. Let's do it. All right, just wanted to give you guys a little first person perspective here. Now, I've definitely seen straighter looking jacks before, but that's okay. Yeah, let's go under here. So this is what we're working with. We're about to put another higher block off of this guy because she's maxed out. And we only need about 3 more inches on this side, and then about 6 or 7 inches on this side. But yeah, this is what my point of view looks like. While we're underneath this incredibly unstable 12,000 pound Unimog, take a look at these portal axles. So there we go. You can see that the tube is not centered on the wheel, giving that differential an extra about 4 to 6 inches of clearance. Pretty amazing if you ask me. All right, guys, we're absolutely exhausted. We are covered in dirt. That was pretty brutal, not gonna lie. I think I must have got up and got down probably about 50 times. But anyway, it was totally worth it. Here is the Unimog. Oh, this thing is absolutely sick. It is beautiful. Clearance is a little bit low. We planned for that. We've always planned to lift the cab about 2 or 3 inches. Got plenty of clearance in there, plenty of clearance. Steering shouldn't be too bad. Probably gonna foul on this or on this, but for 54s, I think that's about as good as it gets. Whew. Guys, this thing is amazing. Now we're motivated. Now we're motivated to get it going for sure. A little bit of a problem though. Gonna have to get a ladder just to access the toolbox because it's at my eye level. Here, let me get you guys a side view here. Shoo, look at that side view. So you can see it's really coming together. These tires really kind of bring it all together, And it's even gonna have a big old spare right there. So the overhang won't be too bad. I really measured everything. I wanted to get this thing perfect. And man, is this thing sick. All right, let's take you guys over to the back. Oh my God. This thing is such a beast. All right, so next up is building a spare tire carrier. You can see we've already started it. But yeah, we needed the final measurements for the wheels, and so now we can do that. It's actually gonna be really tough, guys. It's not gonna be easy. We gotta finish welding the cage. These are just mostly tacked in place on the top. So we gotta finish welding all that in, and then we gotta hook up a winch, believe it or not, and rig up a pulley system for the spare tire, just to haul that thing up and down. So that'll be a fun little build right there. And that is what's next for the Unimog. Finish welding this roll cage, get a pulley system going, and then figure out a way to mount that tire. Then after that, we gotta make a little bit of a wheel well here, just some fenders, and then get her running. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. We got the wheels mounted. They look great. Next up, spare tire, fenders, finish welding the cage, and then get this thing running. I can't wait to work on this thing. Holy heck, does that not motivate the heck out of you? All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Y'all take it easy. If you ain't getting stuck, you ain't trying hard enough.